All right. We have a Nintendo Switch. This is how I bought it. As you can see, it looks like it was run over. You can tell the frame is bent. So we're gonna see. We are gonna see if we can fix it. The chassis is gone. I mean that is a given. The cover for the thing here is bent. It's got thermal paste. That's good. That's garbage. The speaker, I mean. So the board is out. As you can see, this corner of it is broken. I don't know if that matters or not. We'll look under the microscope and see. If you look at the port is, it looks weird. It's bent. Yeah, it's bent, but the port looks okay. Can I get a thing in here? I can. It doesn't draw any current at all. It negotiates at 15 volts, but it draws 0 current. Let's check the pins on the back of the port. They're all solid. You may say, well, why don't you just change the port, man? And I would say it's because I don't feel like wasting a port for something that's most likely not going to be able to be fixed. Let's put it in this chassis that I have for testing stuff. Let's see if it'll turn on. It doesn't turn on. Does it draw any current now? 450 milliamps. Yeah, it does nothing. Okay. It's the old brain dead. I've had so many of these that have been like 450 milliamps, and I can never figure out what's wrong with them. I guess let's go under the microscope and have a look around. See if we can see anything that doesn't look right. That inductor looks broken. That all looks okay. The battery looks okay. Voltage damage or water damage indicator looks okay. All that looks fine. That looks all right. CPU looks okay, I guess. Just want to make sure it's not cracked or... That looks fine. All the capacitors around it seem to be okay. All that looks fine. My SD RAM looks okay. What is that? Is there supposed to be something there? Where is that? Looks like something used to be there. Let me find one. So let's see here. This is... Yeah, there's supposed to be a capacitor right there. I think I got some solder on there. Anyhow, let's keep looking. This, the game card reader itself looks kind of bent. I don't see any damage there. The pins on the sound connector seem to be bent. This thing honestly looks like it was run over by a car, dude. I think we're missing some components right there, or I think. Yeah, this is another one. Yeah, we're missing some components right there. Let's put a little flux down. We're gonna have to replace these because I think those are coils. Or no, maybe one's a capacitor. Okay, so let's take, so we need this one. I'm gonna go ahead and take the component off another board. So we're gonna use hot air to do this. Okay, I think those are done. Now I need to take and replace this capacitor down here. Let's try not to blow this away. All right, that's on there, I think. I have no idea if those components have anything to do with anything, but we'll continue inspecting the board. Let's inspect the connectors. Looks fine. That looks fine. This board is bent, man. It's hilarious. I'm sure it's probably gotten cracked under the CPU, but hey, man, what are you gonna do? You know, you just do the best that you can. Ooh, oh yeah, there's not anything there. Okay, so all that looks good. So let's check the back. Let's check that current monitoring chip looks okay, or whatever that chip does. I can't remember. 10%. I can't remember. You know what? Should I check the CPU cap, man? Maybe. Hopefully the CPU is not shorted. Okay, it's not. Yeah, it's probably not shorted because it's probably not connected. Since it looks like whatever ran over it went on top of the CPU. I don't see anything obvious in this area. The max IC. Alright, so this right here, I'm hoping that that's just a ground plane. I don't know. If I ohm from here to here, come on, bro. TJ, stop looking at the multimeter and look at the friggin' probe. That is definitely a very low resistance across that. Is it supposed to be low like that? I mean, it looks all right. I mean, it's broken, obviously, but no, that's definitely low. Let me check on a different one. Yeah, this one's the same, so I guess it's supposed to be low. So yeah, I don't see anything else, man. I saw those missing components, And that's all I saw. The board is definitely crooked. M92 seems to be good. Because it's not good. Look at that port, dude. I don't know if y'all can see that. But it's like bent down. That's amusing. But it seems like it's making good connections. So let's put it back in here. And let's plug in our handy dandy power meter here. Yeah, it's not drawing any current at all now. Whereas before it was drawing like 300 and something milliamps. So what did I break? So do I have voltage? What voltage do I have? Right here. I have no voltage there. And I should have at least battery voltage there. So what did I do? All right, 3.84 volts. So that 3.84 volts should be felt here, and it's not. Okay, well, I guess, what did I do? Let's go back under the microscope and check this area. I mean, that is just, all right, so that's plugged in. So we got 15 volts there. But I don't have VSys. That's an issue. But I should have voltage coming into pin 1 of my BQ. And I do. But I don't have any voltage coming out of my BQ. I do. I have 15 volts right here. Why do I have 15 volts coming directly into the system? Oh no, that's 150 millivolts. I should move the thing closer. So yeah, so I have voltage coming in. But I don't have any voltage coming out. I have 3.5 volts here. And that's battery voltage, which is normal, right? But I should have VSys right here. And I do not have VSys right there. So, and I soldered these components on, and they're soldered on pretty well, it looks like. And this component down here I soldered on. I mean, that shouldn't make any difference anyways. Well, let's check resistance. From ground to right here. Yeah, it's a dead short. So this, I have a short. Let me show you where I have a short. I have a short from ground. So my VSys is shorted. So what could short VSys? Okay, I found the short. It was that chip. I don't know if I bumped it when I was, I don't know if I bumped it or what, but it was bad. So I have to pull one off of another console. I'm going to pull this one and put it on that other one. This is going to be difficult, I think. I'm going to have to try to zoom in super close to line the chip up properly. All right, I see a dot. So the writing goes, I just need to have the writing, I guess, the longer letters on top. So now we need to take a little piece of wick We're going to put down a little bit of flux. We'll try to heat it up and wick. All right, that's done. All right, that chip is replaced. So the next chip we have to do is this one. All right, one more super difficult chip. Let's make sure that we're still, that our short is still gone on our VSys, because I could be doing this all for nothing. Yep, short's still gone. You guys can't see it, but it's open load. So this is the last one. The last of the difficult chips, that is. All right, so after that fiasco, let's test. And in my defense, I looked back at the footage and I didn't see anything. I didn't see me move that chip. Okay, so our current draw is now at 431 milliamps. So we are exactly back to where we were at the start. Let's check for voltages around the max IC. So we have 1.1 volt there. We have 0.8 volts there. You guys probably can't see this, but I'm just checking for the second stage boot voltages. So we have no voltage there. Do we have any voltage here? We have 1.8 volts, so we're missing our voltage here. So why are we missing our voltage here? And that's the hard part about that is that could literally be anything. If I ohm from ground to that coil, what do I get? Nope, it's fine. It's fine. We still got our broke area of our board. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with this. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this. I mean, could that... Did I put the chip on wrong? Let's inspect. The chip is oriented in the correct way. I imagine that's too small to see underneath there. That's because I'm pretty sure I should be getting 1.3 volts on that rail. Well, let's give it a little bump. What you say? I say we give it a little bit of a bump. We'll come in with our tweezers right here. Yeah, I would say that is okay, right? If this doesn't work, I suppose I could take it back off and reball it one more time just to make sure that it was all right. That chip look cracked to you, man? Yeah, I think that chip is cracked. Oh, a turn of events, bro. Let's take it off. Well, first, since VSys isn't shorted, actually, no, I need to check to see if VSys is shorted too. Because what these chips will do, if you put them on there wrong, is VSys will short to the to one of these voltage rails. No, that seems all right, I think. Let's yeah, that's the same current draw, 400 and something milliamps. I check voltage again. Got 0.5 volts now. Still getting 0.8 there, which is normal. Still getting 1.1. 1.8. So this voltage is incorrect. This should be, I'm pretty sure this should be 0.3 and it's going down. All right, let's take that chip off and replace it with a different one. We will use the same method I used all these other times. I do this because it keeps me from wearing away the mask of the chip. These things are kind of fragile. And I am not a fragile man, you know what I'm saying? I was a Marine, for goodness sake. We destroy everything. All right, I think it popped into place. And if it does the same thing it did, then I'm just gonna have to call it broken forever. All right, it is cold to the touch. Let's plug it in. Yep, does the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Let's check our voltages again. No voltage there. 1.8 there. 0.8 there. And this, if I remember correctly, should be 1.1. It is. So yeah, that's the exact same fault. I mean, I'm thinking the CPU had to, I mean, you know what? We can take this. We can take the CPU off. I mean, what's the harm in taking it off, you know? It's already broken. It's not like I'm gonna make it worse because I think it's a goner to begin with. But we can at least look and see. What can it hurt, man? We will put a decent amount of flux and we will heat it up until it comes off. What y'all think? I'm just trying to make sure it's super melted everywhere so I don't rip pads. All right, so let's inspect. As you can see, the board, yeah, there were a lot of rip pads underneath this thing. I wasted a whole bunch of time for no reason. Yeah, and I've never taken these off. I've never ripped that many pads. The only pads I ever rip are like right in here, but you can see all of these are ripped. I mean, yeah, this thing was not connected properly to the board, so. Well, I guess you can't win them all. I tried to save it, but I knew because the board was bent, you know, I knew that this was going to be, you'd have to be a lucky person to fix this. CPU might be good though. Well, there you have it. I was defeated by the crushed Nintendo Switch Lite. Anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching.